It's March 25th. I'm doing 840 push-ups today. It's 8:45 and I decided I'm going to continue recording on my old phone just because it gives a wider view. And yeah, so I'm going to be recording on that phone now. And just going to watch some YouTube while I do this. And I got a shake here, smoothie. Feeling sore, of course. And yeah, I decided that I was just gonna work out in these clothes. At 11, we'll finish the 40 set. Then I'll turn on the video. It's an extreme triathlon. Magnus Mitbo is the YouTuber. Okay. 12, 13. 22. My joints in my right hand feel very weak. I think it might be my wrist. But yeah, just hopefully it clears up. And as I do more, it just feels very like unstable. $33. Alright, do 7 more here. I'm gonna open my room window. I did a little bit of a warm-up, just arm circles and kind of some wrist exercises, just mobility and pressure. Alright, last 40. Now working on the 800 set. And I'm gonna watch this extreme triathlon video.
4 kilometers of freezing water, 180 kilometers of brutal mountain roads, and then a full marathon straight up a mountain. It destroys even the fittest athletes in the world. And I want to see if it's even possible to prepare for something like this with only 2 weeks of training.
What you're doing is totally crazy.
It's borderline. Is it doable? I don't know. I believe you have a heart attack or a heart failure. Most people people train for years. I've never done a triathlon. I'm not a cyclist, I'm not a strong swimmer, and I'm completely out of running shape. And yet, with just 14 days of training, I'll be standing on that ferry, looking down at the freezing fjord, looking up at the mountains, and asking myself the only question that matters. Can I even survive this race? So initially, when you reached out, post
Hmm.
training year, that's how the conversation started. And then next time we spoke, it was what was it like 4 months or
Okay.
something? Then we talked about doing it starting before the summer. And then you were like, reach out to me one final time and like, you know what? Let's just do 2 weeks. Most athletes at the Norseman, they train for at least a year. Yeah. So they get notified in October that they got a slot in next year's race. Yeah. And then they train for a year. So 2 weeks of time preparing for Norseman.
Alright, 16.
I would not say it's completely impossible, but
I don't know if it's
I think
just
it's very fair to say that
my
it's
well, definitely my hands are dry,
yeah, and it's borderline. Is it doable?
but
Well, I can definitely
it's
say
feeling
that.
kind of
You jump off
slippery
from a
on
ferry
the towel here.
in fjord in Norway, the Hardanger fjord,
It's
and then
kind
you
of been a
pass
while since
Norway, and then you
I
swim
haven't
for
used this
8
towel,
kilometers to Eidsfjord, and then you
but
jump into the
primarily I
Sky,
just use it because
180 kilometers. It's not
when my hands
qualified
do
yet,
get
because
sweaty,
this is
it
comparable
will
to
slip on this mat,
mountain stage in Tour de France,
and
which
just
goes
for
from 3,000 to
an
1,000
extra layer of
climbing. And then
comfort.
after 180
But
days biking, ascending,
we're gonna try to
then
do
you
some
will
here
get into the
without it
sea.
for a little bit.
And then we're going to do a full
I'm sure my
marathon.
palms will
The
get
first
sweaty, and then
5
I'll just put it
kilometers of
back.
the marathon is fairly flat, but then you reach Sundby Hill. The name comes from a reason. People look like zombies. People look like zombies. So for the last 17K, it's just uphill. So today is July 15th. Means that I have 2 weeks plus a couple of rest days to train for this. Crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, I mean,
33.
everyone I've mentioned this to are just shaking their heads. Someone even said that it might be dangerous without knowing like what you get into. Do you know the difference between the black finisher t-shirt and the white finisher t-shirt? Yeah, there's something about the black. If you get the black shirt, you finish on the mountain, and if the white, you finish on the flats, right? Yeah. So the 161st people to reach a certain cutoff point in the run course, they finish at the mountaintop. Yeah. I think based on 2 weeks, the only realistic view is to aim for the white finisher t-shirt. Yeah. The black one is kind of, the level is so high. More than 6,300 people applied for a slot. In our 300 people. Yeah. So it's a large group of people that will take your start slot. So you need to give everything. Yeah. To the finish line. Challenge accepted. Okay, cool. See you in Eidsfjord. Yeah, see you in Eidsfjord. Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done before that time, but yeah. I've gotten the training program that
Okay.
I'm doing for the next 2 weeks. The thing is though, I can't do that much. The worst part would be overdoing it. Also, most of the people I've talked to don't think I can do it in 2 weeks. But I'm gonna try to prove them wrong. I'm gonna try to prove that it's all about your head and stubbornness and all that stuff. Yesterday I did cycling like 2 hours, and I actually went to a bike fitting a couple days ago. So this bike is fitted perfectly for me. This bike is like more than 10,000 euros, so I'm not able to blame it on the gear this time. If I fail, it's on me.
53 of the 800 set.
This is very different from a normal bike. I actually used to take my bike from school into my house every day in the summer. So I've done a lot of biking as a kid, but this is just like totally different with the shoes and with the position and everything. So now the bike should be perfectly fitted for me, and it is only up to me now. It's crazy the difference, like cycling on something like that compared to a normal bike. It's just, yeah, it's insane. So today I'm doing swimming. It's only 30 minutes actually of swimming in the fjord. Oh, it's hot sweat. 2 degrees Celsius. And I have my second motion session.
Oh
I'm
my
working
gosh.
on my swimming today. This is my
Yeah, him saying,
So what I've learned from
referring to heat
training
and
so
stuff.
far is that I used to be a
Can't imagine
terrible
how
swimmer.
it's gonna
When I
feel in the
showed
summer.
the footage of me swimming earlier with
It's
Christian
getting warmer.
to my swimming coach, he got pretty worried that we wouldn't have enough time. I had no technique at all. I was not
53.
floating in the water. I was working against it. And with that technique, I would have been nowhere close to the cutoff time of 2 hours and 15 minutes. But now, as I'm getting coached and learning the proper technique, I'm seeing real progress. But I also know that all the other athletes that train so hard were actually, at this point, they're probably already resting, but they have trained pretty hard. The important part is just to swim with good technique.
70.
It's a 30-minute swim. I'm completely exhausted. I only did 1,300 meters in half an hour. So I have to swim 3 times as long. And man, honestly, I don't know how that is going to be possible. I have to get a lot better at swimming.
Hmm.
We're gonna measure my VO2 max. This is what everyone shreds.
I feel like out of all that, swimming would be.
So this is just sort of to get a feel for where I am. And this test tells you how much oxygen the body stores. I would probably not be before a bit. Yeah, so yeah. But do you have a garbage tank?
And then running.
Yeah.
Well, then there's probably some insane cyclists too. But yeah, alright, 70 of the 800 set.
Says here my heart rate is 190. That's max. All right. Well, I'm excited about my score.
89.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So that's good. Yeah, that's better than I thought. Above 50 is very good. And I have 59. Yeah. And you're very, very good. Yeah. So you're not the average guy. Yeah. Cool. Good to know. Because what I'm about to do is not average either. Okay, so I've started training and things are feeling good, especially after the VO2 max. I feel like I have some confidence. I know that at least I'm not like in terrible shape, but I'm still a little bit worried that maybe this is dangerous. So I wanted to check. Your blood values when you finish this race is the same as a person that has a heart attack, heart failure. Even for the even for professionals. So if you have a heart attack, you believe you have a heart attack or a heart failure.
We've done that 100 set. We're now at 140.
I'm not sure you will manage it, but it's
Working on the 700 set. Feeling kind of
so the day before yesterday
somewhat sweaty in my pajamas now.
and swimming, and same yesterday I had 2 hours of cycling, 1 hour of swimming. It's like every single day. But I feel like my body's responding pretty well to it. Like I was afraid in the beginning that my body wouldn't be able to absorb it and I would get more and more tired. Yeah. But actually like I don't feel too bad. My ass hurts quite a lot. I get it, yeah. Yeah, exactly. What you're doing is totally crazy, you know. People prepare for this for years and years, most of them.
I'm interested to see the actual triathlon.
Too crazy. And you've done this how many times? 10 times? No, I have 7 black t-shirts. 7 black t-shirts, okay. And
Damn.
2 of the times you finished 4. Yeah. So I'm in good hands. It also used to be a pro cyclist. That's many years ago. That's many years, but still, like, yeah, I'm in good hands. And you're also going to be my support team throughout. Okay, let's start this monster session. I don't even know what to expect. 120K is far beyond anything I've ever done in a cycle before. Yeah, like a lot more altitude meters. Yeah. And we also have a
18 of the 700.
This is sort of the
thing I'm concerned about is stamina. You know, after 90, 100 kilometers starting these climbs now, how we react to that. My job is to motivate Magnus. My job is to make him believe that he can do this. But I'm actually not sure. It's a really short time to prepare for Norseman. Most people prepare for at least a year, maybe 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. They have a long period of consistent training, long distance endurance training, many hours, thousands of hours. And Magnus has now decided to do it in 14 days. It's madness. It's yeah, he's crazy to do it. But of course he has a good physique. He's strong. He's used to having some pain and stuff. But still, it's yeah.
The bikes, like, you got your, like, elbows and the leaning in the middle. Oh my god. I think, can't really touch my elbows. I don't know if I've been able to do that before, but I think it's, my chest.
Perfect experience for you today.
Yeah, but now I'm just gonna go straight into the run.
Run, Forrest, run.
It's a very weird sensation to run right now. The main thing is that, like, I didn't eat enough during the bike ride. I feel like all my reserves are empty now.
I'm gonna ask some people when I see them if they can touch their elbows, because
Good job, Magnus.
Thank you. 3-kilometer time was 13:35. I don't know whether to feel discouraged or optimistic about it. I have like mixed feelings.
Yeah, I do it.
Beginning, I was like, oh, this is easy. The first 70 kills, super easy, fine. And then the last hill really hit me.
That's why people train for this, you know.
Yeah, like me. Yeah.
40.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, I've been feeling like I've been losing certain ranges of motions. But at the same time, I never really tested a lot of things before the challenge or in the past couple years. So it's very new. Feels kind of conspicuous.
Alright, so today I'm going to learn to swim from the best. You both competed how many times?
I have 3 times.
3 times?
Once. I have 1 7th place and 2 second place finishes. So this year I hope to step up.
And swimming is like your specialty, both of you?
My specialty.
Your specialty?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was first out of the water last year.
You already commented on my wetsuit being a little bit too big.
Yeah.
I thought it was too small. I'm excited to learn. Every practice I can get, I'm very thankful for. And especially learning from the best.
For you, I think it's about being comfortable around
40, the 700.
as little energy as possible on the swim.
Yeah, comfortable around people. That's not my thing. It's too fast for me. Right. I need to go for the pace.
61.
Gassed.
Good job.
Thanks. Thanks for teaching me. It's been a long day though. 4 hours of cycling. Then like an hour and a half or something of swimming. It reminds me of like when I competed as a climber. You know, like full days of training and just like listening to your body and trying to feed it right and sleep right. It's been really cool experience. And it's just about to get a whole lot cooler too. Okay, so that is pretty much it. The training program is officially done. The 2 weeks of intense training. I feel I've gotten better at swimming and cycling. 2 more weeks to prepare for this. But there's nothing I can do about that now, so we'll just have to see how it goes.
So there is 11.5 hours until I have to get up. 15 hours until we start the race. 5 a.m. I'm a little bit nervous, but also just excited to get, like, more excited than I thought I would be. It's just crazy to think, like, in a few hours from now, I'm gonna be completely wasted. I'm gonna hate my life, and I'm gonna regret doing all of this probably. I think this is gonna be so much harder than I picture it to be. This is just the last thing I'm gonna do before I
61.
go to bed. Putting on the tattoos. I have one chance of doing this, right? Whoops, it's the wrong way. No way. Well, I can see it this way. I'm just gonna keep it. Just in this thing. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna go chill in my bed. Probably not sleep that much, but it's just good to rest at least. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
83. My nose sometimes gets a little bit runny. Just gonna blow it because I feel like it's at that point.
The atmosphere here is just crazy. Everyone's like so focused, locked in. It means a lot to a lot of people, and for me too, actually. I mean,
Nose really
way more than I thought it would.
didn't have any boogers, but it's very
Ferry leaves in 13 minutes.
minuscule amount.
If you're not on the ferry, they're gonna leave. Another thing they said is
Felt like it was running.
people stay on the ferry because they're too intimidated to jump from it, or they
I almost want to
just shut down.
put on those shorts or something.
I go.
83. Oh, I'll finish this 100 set.
Almost feels a lot
These guys feel like they're all souped up,
here because I feel like I've been dreading this day.
but the atmosphere there is insane.
People must feel, you know. There are people here who've trained for years. Yeah, now I just want to get in the water and get started. I feel really tired, but I think as soon as I get started, it's gonna feel alright.
Alright, that's 100 set done.
Too hard. I think that is
Done 240 so far. Now working on this 600 set. That is super interesting.
So one trick for the goggles not to fog up is licking the goggles. It's pretty nasty, but it works. Something my swimming coach taught me like the day before going here. Alright, I think we're starting.
The day before going. I feel like
Definitely feel nervous.
you want to kind of maybe wherever he was training, it's unlikely to happen, but okay. Start on this 600 set.
So I actually can't remember the last time I was this nervous. I know I had like 190 heart rate when jumping on
6,
that shit.
7, 8,
The
9,
water was so
10,
deep, and there were so many people swimming around, and he hadn't even started yet. And the thing was, you had to be a little bit tactical about when you jumped off the ferry. Some people
18.
jumped as soon as they said you could jump, but then you had to wait in the water for like half an hour. But if you waited too long on the boat, then it would drift further and further away from the starting line. So I tried to place myself somewhere in the middle of the pack, but the boat drifted like crazy. So I actually had to swim like 400 meters just to get to the start line. And that was before the race had even started. So they had all 250 of us line up on kayaks, and when we heard the horn, the race had begun.
That is super interesting.
The start was
Drifting
super messy,
boat.
elbows flying everywhere, people kicking each other, and total chaos for the first like 100 meters. And the water was pretty cold, and there were so many people, but I just kept repeating to myself, don't swim too fast, because that's what my coach had told me. You know that you usually jerk a bit to the right, so try to compensate by going a little bit more to the left. And also try not to swallow too much water. And after a while, I managed to like slow my breathing and just focus on the technique. And yeah, the weather was crazy during the swim. The fog laid over the mountains like a blanket as the sun was slowly rising. And it was so beautiful, even though I had my
20.
face down in the water and couldn't really see much. 2 kilometers into the swim, there were small groups everywhere, and I tried to gap behind some of the guys in front of me because you save a lot of power by drafting. But as soon as I saw the changing area, I felt like I had another gear in me. So I separated from
36.
the guys and I started to swim a little bit harder. I had no clue how I was doing because you can't really see much, but I was pretty sure that I would make the cutoff time. My goal was 1 hour and 30 minutes. And when I started to really get close to land, I got the feeling that I had done really well. But I was also a little bit worried that I'd done too well. I didn't want to exhaust myself in the swimming. My coach had told me like a million times, don't swim too fast because the minutes you save on the swimming, you're just gonna lose on the cycling anyways.
Wow. 132 people in front of him.
Excellent swim, Magnus. You actually did it in 1:17 about. It's super good. So just calm down now. Just don't stress. Just hope I didn't exhaust myself, but I feel good.
So now I'm just gonna cycle like a grandma for the first part.
Take it really easy. Starts drinking, eating.
So that all happened so fast. My goal was to swim
Those
under 1
numbers
hour
on
and
his
30
arm
minutes.
look
So coming
super
in
good.
at 1 hour and 17 minutes was just insane. I couldn't believe it. But that also made me a little bit
Looks
worried
like a
that I
tattoo.
swam
What's
too
that?
fast. The plan was to take it a bit more easy so that my legs wouldn't be completely wasted for the biking. So I was kind of afraid when I started cycling, not knowing how my body would react.
Alright, 36 of the 600 set.
It's important to remember that this is a 7-hour bike ride. I'm just gonna go really easy in the beginning. Don't have to be too fast. Don't worry about it. Go easy up and then wait for the uphill to start, and then I'm straight. So the bike leg started off with a couple of flat kilometers,
56.
and then it goes into a pretty long and steep climb. And there I was starting to realize that this was only the beginning. The race had barely just started. I had already completed a 3.8k swim, but the bike course is 180 kilometers long. People were starting to pass me, and honestly, I was feeling pretty out of energy. But after eating a bit and getting used to the bike, I started to get my energy levels back, and I actually started to pass people who had passed me earlier. I see some cyclists up there. Looks like I'm gonna
That's cool.
catch a few maybe. Riding the bike, I would say it almost felt effortless.
Man, that's awesome.
My
Getting that
body
route,
feels
scenery.
amazing. My legs also feel light and strong. I'm like in the flow, and I'm passing a lot of people. I just hope
Yeah.
I'm not going too fast and that I'm gonna be wrecked later on.
He's got, I think, running after that.
And one thing about this race is that you're not allowed to draft, so you're not allowed to be behind someone and save energy, and that is because it would be dangerous. There's not enough medic throughout the long distance, and
56.
they don't want any accidents. So when you decide to pass someone, you have to do it pretty quickly.
37.
When I came get it from the car, there's a Red Bull with sugar. Millions here. I'm kind of surprised at how the positions are changing during this race. Like, I'm constantly passing people, gaining better positions, but then someone out of nowhere just flies past me. And even though there are still many hours left, I can't help but thinking that being top 100 could be within reach if I can just finish strong.
We just entered the first support zone. This is the first place we can give Magnus support after 20 kilometers on the bike lane. He just passed the timing point down the road there at Børingsfossen. He's currently number 105. That's very, very good. His aim is to get the black t-shirt, and that means he has to be among the 160 first ones. And now he's 105. That's super nice. 150 så langt, veldig bra.
The support I'm giving through the race is super important. I'm giving water, electrolytes, salts, Red Bull, candy, chocolate, gels, everything. And in the beginning, I was quite hungry, so it was super nice whenever I got refills, but I'm starting to feel sick from all the food and sugar. But I just have to suck it up because I know that eating now is going to help me a lot later on in the race.
Savor the taste, texture,
100%.
something to savor.
Alright, 100 set. Done 340 so far. We now working on the 500 set. My hands still beginning a little bit more moist now, but not to the point where my hands feel like they're gonna slip on sweat or anything. Just enough to give, I guess, that kind of stick
Sun in your face and wind in your
to
back,
the mat.
looking at all the beautiful Norwegian nature, it's just wild. Right now I'm about to get started on the biggest hill of the bike course. This is a long climb, and if I haven't saved enough energy for this part, I'm going to be completely wrecked and people are going to start passing me.
We're waiting for Magnus. This is final climb of the bike lane, and also probably the toughest part of the bike lane. It's
Wow,
steep
he's
climb,
85th
about
right
7
now.
kilometers of
It's really good.
10-11% incline, and when he gets to the top here, that's the last place we can sport him, getting drinks, and then he's mostly down to the T2, the finish zone. We'll try to make him drink and eat more because he needs all the energy he can have now. This is where he starts to suffer. This is where Norseman actually starts. Excellent, Magnus. 2.5 kilometers to the top. I give you some food now. Do you have in the last part?
I haven't really trained the running at all. Like I've trained the transition to running, but the longest I ran for it was like 5K, and now I'm gonna do 42K uphill.
Wow.
It's just crazy. I was like, who's this guy talking?
And we have you to promote Nico here. A lot of people are extremely impressed by 2 weeks of preparations and a swimming part with so good time, and your place around
20.
90th place, I think. And,
Live streaming?
yeah, we're live streaming. So best of luck to you, Heine.
So I'm just getting closer and
all
closer to
uphill.
the top of this never-ending mountain, and soon the support team will have to leave me alone. So from here and until T2, the next
Wow.
changing zone where I will change to running shoes, and just thinking about the fact that I'm soon going to change into running shoes and do a marathon, it's just insane.
Holy crap.
This is downhill to T2. Just try to eat a little bit, relax, and start with like fresh feet, I guess. The only worry I have now is getting a flat tire because there's like 30 kilometers until I can get help. So if I get a flat tire here, I have to change it on my own, and I've never changed a bike tire before. We were supposed to practice it, but we never did. And that could potentially cost me a lot of time.
Jeez,
And
he's
the road
flying.
is not that great. There are a lot of bumps and stuff going downhill really fast. I'm just praying that I won't get a flat tire. That is like the only thing that can mess this up now.
Yeah, you gotta use that hill. Gotta use that.
Good for you.
Jeez.
Fuck, you did great. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, the freaking level of
super impressed.
thirst and hunger
Very strong effort so far.
gotta be
Very steady, good pace.
So the transition from
pretty
the bike
wild.
and straight into the run was pretty tough. My legs felt so sore and I just felt heavy. But I have to just focus on what I'm doing here and now, not thinking about like going all the way up the mountain, just thinking about like the next kilometer. Because if I think about standing on top of that mountain, it's overwhelming and it's just too much. I've also passed a lot of people who slowly working my way up. Now I'm at 76th place, which is just insane. So just to remind you, it's the first 160 people up to the
43
at 37.5 kilometers
of the
into run that
500
gets to
set.
finish at the top of the mountain and gets the black t-shirt that everyone is dreaming of. And even though I should be safe in the position I have now, it's impossible to say who has saved power and who is completely done. I don't feel like I have a lot of power left. And I'm worried that people are just gonna rush past me. Like I could easily hit a wall and it's all been for nothing. If I only take a few minutes of rests, I'm sure I'm gonna lose so many places. But getting to wear that black shirt would be so cool. And right now I'm thinking I might have a shot at coming in at one of the 81st, but we'll just have to wait and see. Like anything can happen because if I have to stop, then people are gonna fly by me.
You are now in 75th place. Really good pace. Just keep it calm and nice. We're just trying to keep Magnus cool with with cold water and try to keep him running. He's running really well. He came into T2 as number around 80, and he actually
45.
passed a few guys in the run as well. Now he's 74, I think. He's doing way better than I thought. I'm actually really impressed. He's running well, and it seems to be in good energy here. And yeah, when Martin passes here now, it's covered about 14 kilometers. Yet another 10 kilometers to
63.
run before he enters something else. So fair for myself.
Eating and drinking is completely out of the question though. Like the last thing I want now is any sweet drinks or sugar.
Yeah. So Magnus entered the phase of this race where he doesn't want to drink or eat anymore. Every time we try to serve him food now, he just says he doesn't want to. But his body needs sugar now. And we're just going to trick him a little bit. We're going to put on this gel. It's really high carb gel. We're going to put some of it into his drink. And we're going to force him to drink it. He doesn't want it, but he needs it.
My body is just getting worse and worse, and when I turn a corner and I can see the mountain behind the fog, usually seeing the finish line is motivating, but in this case it just seems so far away, and I also know that Sandy Hill is next. After 25 kilometers of running, this hill is just insane. I've heard a lot of people say that Zombie Hill is the part of Norseman that makes it the world's hardest triathlon, and I guess it's more mental than physical. It just goes up and up and up. I'm trying to stay motivated, but the mountain looks so far still. Oh, yeah. The important thing is not to focus on the end goal, I think, just like a little bit. The next part I'm like looking forward to is the station with the black shirt. That's gonna be a little victory, and then I'll worry about what comes after that. It really feels never ending. My feet hurt so bad, my knees hurt, my back, just everything. And people around me as well were walking so slow. But then I could see it, the cutoff point, where I would get my black shirt, and this was like the goal all along. And I felt like that gave me like new energy, and my goal now was to get up that mountain as fast as possible.
Awesome.
And I actually started passing a lot of people. I went from one, then three, and then I started to hear through the fog like shouting and voices of people, and that's when I knew the finish line must be there.
Alright, 86.
It's yeah. Yeah, it's like I don't have energy to celebrate, but I'm like really happy on the inside. Like really freaking happy. Yeah, it's like better than I ever thought I would do. I don't know. Probably the hardest thing I've ever done. Whew. 69? Oh, 69? That's a funny number, but freaking hell, that's so much better than I thought I would do. I'll keep on there. I don't get too rough here. Like my dream was 14 hours. It's
88.
weird feeling. Like I don't know. I thought I would celebrate more, but it's more like it's like almost emotional. You know, like the support and like I don't know. I haven't prepared for anything this hard. Even though it's only been 2 weeks, I feel like I worked really hard.
Alright, that's another 100 set.
Every single day, and it's like it's been so nice to have a goal to work towards.
So 440 so far.
I just feel empty now going
So we're over halfway.
not having this as like a goal.
Now we're working on the 400 set.
And just super like I can't put it to words. And it's yeah. This was like people sharing and everything. I think the reason why it's emotional is because it's so drained for energy. And it just feels so powerful.
Eight.
Like when you sit down, it's hard to
13.
Okay, but let's stop for a minute. Do
Think
you guys
I'm-
remember Christian, who I did training with in the beginning, swimming? He finished first place. He was the first person up from the water. And
Wow.
he finished 45 minutes before second place.
45
which is
minutes.
just incredible.
Jeez.
So this is how it looks like, huh? I've been tweeting about this shirt for the last 2 weeks. I didn't think I was going to do it, and especially the fact that I came in 69th place. I was so shocked. Did not believe that at all. It's been a blast. The ceremony just now was also really cool. And now that I'm doing these challenges, if there are any other
That's crazy.
challenges you want me to attempt, please comment below.
With sweet granola and fluffy nuts, it's Nature Valley.
I quite enjoyed that video. I mean, I didn't like
In
really
1973, the Royale Kittens
watch it.
cat video.
I was listening to it.
The ball rolling. To say
I'm watching what I could. I like that video. He does extreme stuff, eh?
The craziest experience of my life. When the French Foreign Legion messaged me to document their special forces, I almost couldn't believe it. For those of you who don't know, the French Foreign Legion has been around since the early 1800s and is one of the most legendary, most secretive military units in the world. And I was about to compete in their actual mountain commander selection process. 20 recruits battling for just 5 spots on the team. Due to its history, the Legion has a mystique to it like none others. For decades, it was a place where criminals and outcasts from all over the world went to start a new life. After 5 years of service under an alias, you would become a French citizen and you would get your name back. But it also meant being sent to the front line of some of the toughest wars imaginable. This is what makes the French Foreign Legion so special, and also why I knew this was going to be the toughest thing I have ever done. And it's cold. And I have to take a shit.
Bonjour à tous. Premièrement, bonjour et félicitations d'avoir fait le pas en avant pour venir faire le test. Est-ce que j'étais clair pour tous? Oui, non. D'accord.
Out of all the military stuff that I've done, this is the most legit. I'm actually going to be part of a real selection
Excuse me.
with guys who's trying to get in to the mountain commando. And yeah, I am a bit nervous. When they had the speech thing, I was like, I really have to take a dump, and that's often a sign of being a little bit nervous. I don't really know what I've signed up for. This is going to be hell. There are 20 guys here, and only 5 out of the 20 guys get accepted into the Special Force Mountain Commando Group.
31. Alright, 50. 50 of the 400 set.
I thought this was the last one. What was it? Oh, the mine. We saw you were finished, and then they said one more round. I get everything on my last round. I had nothing left for extra round. One thing is to run 60 meters in 7 minutes, but boots, all this equipment, backpack, and then when they tell you, oh no, actually, we're gonna have you do another round. And the thing is, part of me is like, oh, I should have expected that. It's the military.
Right.
You're gonna do another round. Seems like one guy has given up already after the first test. They've been asking for number 12, I think it is, and he's not here. So he probably gave up after the running. So now I think we're going to climb the rope. It should be home turf, but we've had like 5 minutes in between the running and this one. So it's hard to say how my arms are going to work. But they want everyone to climb 2 times without using their feet at all, which sounds really hard for most people. I mean, at the time we're
63.
doable, but I'm surprised that all of these guys can do that.
Alright, 73.
screwy than I thought it would be. So I'm used to having chalk, and then you can just do it easily, but now it's every time it's slipping. Climbing a rope never felt that one. I was already starting to feel really fatigued at this point. You know, we've been doing a lot. Everything is like back to back. There's zero rest in between. And now we were going to do an 8K run with backpacks and boots. The minimum requirement here was 45 minutes. And with boots
Holy
and backpack,
crap.
that is pretty quick.
That is
And
really
I was also
quick.
so curious if they're going to try to trick us this time because, like in the 1500 meter, they said it was over, but then you have to do another lap. So I think that's the hardest part about this, not to expect anything and kind of realizing that you're not in control. You just have to do what you're being told. You have to disconnect your brain.
90.
So, when I've been running even a kilometer, 8 kilometers to go, I'm like behind everyone else right now. I'm gonna go all night, so the trick is to pace yourself. Don't go too hard. 8 kilometers. Made it halfway. I've been trying to film with the GoPro. Every time I get so out of breath, I can really take my unit. I think it's a good pace. So, 4 kilometers in 20 minutes. So,
Alright, 100. So 400 set done. Now working on the 300 set.
there's an ambulance following me.
My pajama pants are feeling very musty, sweaty.
Yes, people collapse during these things, so it's good to have them in case. What about
Not like
5 kilometers in?
soaked or
21
anything.
minutes. I'm just worried that
But
after the 8 kilometers, maybe they say we're gonna run something extra. Like sprinting. We're closing in on the finish line.
8K in 45 minutes there. Yeah. That's pretty fast with 20 pounds and boots. There's 46. Very close. That's so good though, really good.
Okay. Oh, and they say it's not finished yet either. That's terrible. My watch says a new heart rate max 199 heart rate. It's the highest heart rate I've ever had. That's so exhausting though, and the day has just started.
Setups.
Okay, so we're doing 50 setups now. Back to back. We just ran with a backpack 8 kilometers. Now it's straight to doing 50 setups. And then it looks like we're doing something else after that. So it's just like back to back to back. No break. It's going to be like this for the next 24 hours, I think. If you fail
Crazy
this,
stuff.
you're out. This is way harder than I expected it to be, and I expected it to be pretty hard. Yeah, everything good? Yeah. Okay, 50, right? Yeah.
18.
To me, that didn't feel too hard. I've done a lot of sit-ups in my life, but some people actually fail that test. I wanted to take a shit this whole time, but I went to the bathroom and there's no toilet paper in the bathroom. It seems like I'm not the only one who wants to take a shit, so I'm holding it in for now. So maybe on the next test it's gonna come out unintentionally. But this is one of your hardest tests, right? It's for the mountain commando.
Yeah, for the mountain command, it's the most difficult test.
And how many people make it through the selection?
At the end of the week, I hope to get 5, 6 candidates,
Okay.
good candidates, to
Yeah.
stay at the third.
So what is the next test that we're gonna do?
The next test is called Cindy,
Mhm.
and we adapt a little bit. So you have to do 5 pull-ups,
Yeah.
10 push-ups, and 15 squats, the most of you can for 12 minutes.
For 12 minutes. Oh, okay. So just a matter of how many repetitions you can do.
Exactly.
Yeah. See how I do. I can come here?
Jeez. That is crazy. Work on pull-ups. I feel like I would be able to do more than like 3 rotations of that. Maybe 2. Okay, we're at 18.
Worst thing so far. It's never really good to lay down after these things, but
Alright,
I have
38.
to right now. Like, I want to vomit, I want to shit, I want to cry, I want to sleep all at the same time. Oh, that was heavy.
Obstacle course.
So, first I'm just going to go through the obstacles, learn them, and then we're going to do it in a team of 6. And we're going to have to carry a tire through the course. And then we're going to have to work as a team. It's all going to be in French. Oh, my legs are already really tired though. I already feel like I've done so much, and the squats from the last time really killed me. Even going down like this hurts. Like most of the military things I've done so far, it's been like 2-3 hours or something. But this is like a full 3-day experience, and that's what makes it so exhausting. I don't know if you can see it on my eyes, but my eyes are really tired. I'm like lacking energy right now.
So you have to do all the obstacles
44.
in and with your wounded soldier until right to the end. Okay. The best time until now is 9 minutes 30 seconds. Before you manage. Just like
The only thing is the strategy is hard because obviously French, they're going to speak French.
57.
follow it like. Yeah, follow it. Don't worry. Fais-toi jet.
You rest to the middle.
Yeah.
And
And we count.
me and my friend.
Okay. Yeah. Just tell me. Yeah.
Hey, gros frog.
Nice.
The thing about hair is, even if it starts here, it's up there. But the new Swiffer Sweeper Pro is made to get hair anywhere. Brooms just push and move. But Swiffer gives you a clean that's mom approved. The new collapsible, storable Swiffer Sweeper Pro. Love it or your money back.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean routine starts with Oral-B.
Indulge a little with President, because now, more than ever, we need to savor taste, textures, and feelings to truly enjoy the little things that mean the most. President, something to savor.
We knew our last Verbo was going to be incredible. We didn't know the hot tub was built in. But thanks to Verbo Care and 24/7 live support, they moved us better place, better
74.
hot tub.
Got any room for that?
Teenagers are full of surprises. Verbo is not. If you know, be Verbo.
Ok, 3 mètres devant. 3, 2, 1.
finish the 300 set. Alright, 100 set. That's a 300 set done. Now working on the 200 set. Done 640 so far. So last 200. I'm looking at the time and I'm doing fairly good here. I think. It's not bad. Like, definitely a faster time, I think, today. I do feel a little bit better.
Like, you have the best food. I'm excited to try it out. 2 American rations for 1 French ration. If that was only the case for the euro versus the dollar too, you know? So, hot chocolate, cocoa, coffee, soup,
On
what's that? Chicken. The thing is, I'm so exhausted right now that I'm not so hungry.
Alright, 14.
So that, just even the thought of like eating one of these meals is just like, I can't do it. But this thing, I'm gonna try. This is like a dessert for the kind. So now there's a quick break. We have 20 minutes, and then we're gonna do swimming and also diving, I think.
I kind of would like to take some water right now, but I'm just not gonna drink anymore. I had the smoothie here, so.
And they were gonna throw us into the pool, and this was in the back of my mind the whole
Just work
time
off
that
that.
this test was coming
Might drink.
up. But before that,
I'll obviously probably drink water after.
and physically, these were pretty hard. The first one was we had to
After the shower and stuff.
from a platform.
I might also keep my leftovers.
100 meters, and this will be timed. And then there was a 200-meter swim as well, also timed. Followed
40.
by rescuing a doll, followed by, and this was pretty interesting. This was a test where you have to swim underwater for a certain distance, and you were not allowed to pop your head up until you heard a signal. And then when you pop your head up, you only had a few seconds to breathe, and then you have to pop your head back under, and then go back, and then do that 2 times in total. And most people failed even like the first time going under.
32.
Only 4 people made it in total, and I was one of the 4 people, and yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh God, I was gonna die. I was just like, waiting for the note. I was like, it's never coming.
But I knew that we had one more test, and this one was the one that I was dreading the most. My fear has always been drowning, and
Where you
being
push off the
tied
bottom.
up with your arms behind your back and your feet tied up and thrown into a pool. That's like pretty much my worst nightmare, and that is what we're about to do. I was not really able to focus throughout these other tests because I knew that this was coming, and this made me really, really nervous. You know the technique for like when we get our hands tied and legs tied?
I think the best option is to like put your hands on behind your back.
Yeah.
Just a peak with your feet at the same time, and be on your back, just face down. It's gonna be difficult to breathe.
Huh. Yo, that would be actually extremely stressful.
Proper knot too. It's not something that you can get out of.
Jeez.
It's a scary thing, eh? Like, I'm not scared.
That is scary.
This stuff really scares me. Uniform is not exactly gonna make me float, I think. Right.
50.
I'm feeling the nerves a bit now.
Yeah. 56, 57. 65.
This guy looks pretty nervous. It's like, oh wow. Not floating. No, no. 's okay? Yeah, a little bit fine. A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
That.
I want to watch this part, but I want to do another set and I'll watch it. He's fine. It's finally his turn. He's getting tied up on by his legs and his arms behind his back and getting thrown into. We're jumping in the pool voluntarily, I guess. 65, and I think he has to swim to the other side, or something like that. $81.
Yeah.
Okay, he's doing all right. I guess he did it. Nice. 81. All right, 97. We're gonna finish that. 97. 97. We'll start at 96. 90. All right. It's another 100 set. That's the 200 set complete. We're now at 740. Just 100 more.
Okay. Just as long as you don't panic, it's fine. Well, it's really scary though. Would be nice to practice this beforehand. But I think none of these guys have practiced this. It's just like, just jump into it and see how it goes. Hopefully I'm never going to end up in that situation. I'm tired and have to get out of the water. That was so freaking scary. It already felt like it'd been a long day and I was ready to just go to sleep. But then the lieutenant told us that the day had just started and we were getting no sleep.
Alright, 13.
So we've kept doing stuff non-stop since 7.
They just started it.
It's on the 8th, we're gonna do a navigation hike thing. I think it's gonna last until 7 in the morning or something. And I thought that after
It'd be
that,
quite a
I'd go
way
to bed,
to
but the guy said that after that, no, you're not going to bed.
brighten
So, yeah,
yourself.
no, I'm not gonna sleep tonight at all. I'm gonna be accompanied by
The
Lieutenant
day's
Oliveira,
just started.
and he's the head of the commando team, so I'm in good hands. But also a little bit intimidating because he's the boss. I feel like I have to prove myself a little bit.
Okay.
We're doing one last check to make sure that we have everything we need. So even though we just packed the bag, now we have to unpack it and then pack it again. Which is kind of annoying.
What about you? What do you have?
Which is compass, map, 2.5 liters of water, down jacket, hard shell jacket,
Alright,
and
27.
food.
Okay, but if you have to stop during the night, how can you survive outside?
With the down jacket and the hard shell.
Okay, okay,
That's the plan.
okay. But not going to walk.
Yeah.
What did he say?
The water, down jacket, hard shell jacket, and food.
Okay, but if you have to stop during the night, how can you survive outside?
With the down jacket and the hard shell.
Okay, okay,
That's the plan.
okay. That's not going to walk.
Yeah. Okay.
So, can you please give me a real bag? Real bag.
This is your bag. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What's it like?
I don't know.
Go ahead and throw your stuff in there. Okay.
Put myself in here.
Walk with that.
So I was doing a light bag. Oh my god, this is so heavy. Is there any technique to this?
Oh, not really.
No, just kind of go all over.
And then I put the black afterwards.
Normally we shave you the first day,
42.
right? We shave your head.
At the start of my career,
Yeah.
yeah, they do. For the basic training, they do.
Okay. Are you allowed to keep your hair like you want now, or?
Yeah, but not that long in fact.
Good.
It's a little bit big, so I guess that's good.
Okay. Merci.
Stage, donc là, ce que vous faites, c'est pas un stage d'aguerrissement, c'est le test de sélection pour rentrer à la section commando. Donc, si vous êtes au niveau engagé volontaire, c'est pas votre place ici. Si vous n'êtes pas capable de respecter une fucking liste avec le matériel, il y a un problème. C'est juste regarder, mettre dans le sac. Faut pas se poser de questions. Donc, pas de réchaud. Oh, deux francophones, putain. Même les légionnaires, ils ont compris réchaud. Vous n'avez pas compris réchaud? Problème? Oh.
Okay, 42 of the 100 set. $50. Alright, 60. Jeez.
Donc, comme on avait discuté avec les instructeurs, la tradition c'est il manque une chose, ça fait un tour. Il vous manque au total 7 choses, ça fait 7 tours de bâtiment. Vous êtes prêts? Prenez votre fusil, c'est parti. À chaque fois que vous passez devant, vous annoncez le tour.
I don't understand much French, but I think what he said was that for every item that they forgot, they had to do one lap. And I got a heavy backpack because I forgot a lot. I thought I was going to get away with a lighter backpack with just the essentials going light, but that's not an option.
You know how it works when you
Wow.
ride?
Yeah. You have some fancy ones, a little bit different.
Yeah, I think yours are more fancy.
They are? Okay, I got the new ones.
You know, like stress is like
77. Shoulder is starting to get weirdly hot, like
See the light, but
this one here.
we are now.
Starting to
the
feel
first
a weird,
checkpoint
like,
is
kind
up
of
here,
heat.
so that's north of where we are now, right?
Exactly.
I'll
Use
just
my
leave it.
compass.
The
Yeah,
red.
it's the other way around.
No, it's the red. The red point.
Yeah, they're red. Okay, they're red. Yeah, okay. So, so this is north.
77.
Yeah. So we're going that way then.
Exactly.
80.
Have you ever seen wild animals around here?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you say?
Wild boar or
Wild, exactly.
they can be pretty aggressive sometimes, right? Sometimes.
89.
But is this the test that usually have a lot of people quit or like?
Normally, at the end of the first
Alright,
day,
just 11 more.
they are tired.
That's 840.
The night is
So,
big, long.
try to do it in the next down
And
here.
sometimes they start asking questions in their head.
Okay.
What am
Alright.
what I'm doing here? Why?
Yeah.
I'm tired. I should give up.
Right.
And that's the moment that you decide to, in your head, you decide to give up.
Okay.
Alright, let's finish this. 11.
Yes, it's up. We're gonna walk into maybe a kilometer and a half. So just barely started. We also hear some dogs like distance. It's a very unique thing that you can come here, serve for 5 years and get a French passport. Yeah.
Alright, that is
You know, in the religion, you say that
840 push-ups.